As we interact this morning, we ask that you please bless us with the presence of your Spirit, that all of us will comply with the plans that we have for today. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen. Amen. Welcome to the 2026 Nova Graduating Class Alumni Connectivity Day. Today's event promises to be a rewarding one for all of us as we will commence the program. Join me to make welcome the President Vice Chancellor of Babcock University, Professor Olutunde Afolarin Ojewole, as he will declare our event open and also give his goodwill message. Please make him feel welcome. Please make him feel welcome. I want to request that you keep jamming the hands until he is standing here. The moment you see him with the mic say a word, you can stop clapping. Thank you.
It's a pleasure again to be back up here, because I think one of the most important assignments that I'll have until you say thank you and bye on Sunday is the alumni connectivity. And I'll tell you why. In the climes where universities and institutions shine and rise, bloom and blossom, it is the alumni that make it so. Schools are as strong as the alumni make it. And so it is our avowed determination from the time you enter into Babcock to begin to nurse the pride of Babcock in each of you. And I know maybe we have not done as well as we intend to do. This is my apology to you. I'm sorry for those moments when you were not proud of Babcock. I'm sorry. But if there's one thing that I would desire of you as you step out of the shores of this place, is to be proudly Babcock. Can somebody say those two words for me, please? Proudly Babcock. Let's do that together. All right, thank you. So we're going to say, I'm proudly Babcock. I'm proudly Babcock. Let's do that together. Now say it even if you are pretending right now, or you're feeling hungry, you didn't have breakfast. Can we say, I'm proudly Babcock? Let's go together, everybody. I'm proudly Babcock. I'll be glad to see you at the top of your professional career, to see you at the head of your parastatal, to see you in the halls of government, to see you being chauffeured by a white man somewhere in Europe or America, and you can say proudly Babcock. Those words will make me happier than any words you could ever say. It is the alumni that build a school to the standard that they can proudly say, this was my school. And let me remind you, the value of your certificate drops with the value of the university that gave you. The value of your certificate rises with the value of the university where you got it. So be proudly Babcock. Help us to build this place. Make demands of us, because you don't want no one to mess up what you work hard for. I want to read from you. I want to hear from you. I want your opinion, because we're in this together. You've already invested 3, 4, 5, 6 years of your life in this place. You should be interested in how it turns out, because you don't want to introduce yourself only by where you did your postgraduate, you want to say you're proudly Babcock before I sit down. There are monuments that alumni have provided for their institutions all over places where institutions are doing well. In Babcock University, the alumni building was not named after alumni for nothing. You, our alumni, provided the alumni building is one of the most beautiful on this campus. We have alumni that gave us some buildings in Booth. We have alumni that gave us the tile table tennis building. Actually, the current president of alumni. We have an alumni, David O, who was on our campus 11 years after he graduated, May 17, I believe it was. And with excitement, there will be, in coming months, before this time next year, a David Adeleke School of Music and Performing Arts. Can we get excited about that here? The goal is to have the best in Africa of any school of music and performing arts right on this campus. An alumni. I've been in discussions with excitement with the CEO and owner of iFitness. Do you know he graduated from Babcock, first degree in 2005? The plan is to collaborate with Babcock and build the biggest iFitness gym in Africa right on this campus at the stadium area. Are you excited about that? And the list goes on and on. But let me just say, the next set of persons that will be blessing Babcock with influence, blessing Babcock University with infrastructure and with connectivity will be you. I said it's going to be you. You are going to so blow that you'll be able to bless Babcock. And that will be you. I mean, that will be you. I mean, that will be you. Or excuse me, that will be you. And that's my prayer in the name of Jesus. And so I declare open this alumni connectivity program where we are going to discuss being in the employer's shoes, helping you to get away from the student's mindset and think like people in industry will think. I declare this exchange and interchange open in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Ghost. Enjoy the next 90 minutes or less. Thank you very much.
I think you can do better than that. Thank you very much. Dr. Habib, come forward and let the day and the event of the day begin.
Thank you very much. Great Babcock. We are not getting there. You understand that now you are about to be ushered into the Babcock Great community, the proud alumni community of Babcock University. So you don't answer that way. Great Babcock. I know you are tired, but please, let's do this together. Great Babcock. Okay, I can manage that. So we're about to start the program like I explained earlier. And the program is themed The Employer's Shoe. I mentioned it before that we want you to be active players in the employer's recruitment process. You can see that you're already tired. I'm not sure you even want to listen to anything, right? I understand. And that is why we don't want to bore you with lectures. So this is a interactive event because your colleagues who have volunteered, against all odds, to be the actors will be demonstrating to you while professionals will be evaluating and giving you feedback that you will need. If there's no other thing that you will take out of this entire graduation week program, pay attention to this. Adulthood will soon start. And if you ask the people who are there, they will tell you that it's not a walk in the park. A lot of you will go into your interview having no knowledge of how to present yourself except what ChatGPT will tell you. I can assure you that ChatGPT will only hallucinate, because whether he is a he or is a she has never attended an interview. So this is real life experience of people who are recruiters, people who have been there before. So how is this program going to be? We are going to be inviting up here the job seekers. That is who you are going to be in the next couple of hours or weeks or minutes. You are going to be applying somewhere or maybe creating your own jobs. Now, we have the job seekers who will come here and stand here. And then we have the talent scouts. These are the demo employers. They are acting as recruiters. So they will be interviewing the job seekers. We have ensured that the questions that will be asked are generic questions, which means that there are questions that any one of you, regardless of your industries, may likely encounter. So they would ask them, they will base their judgment on the composure, the articulation, the content, and of course the CVs that they have submitted before. Right? We now have a third layer, which is the validators. This is how a typical recruitment process is being done. There would always be a board who will say, oh, we agree or we disagree with this hiring decision. So the validators are seated here, and they will be watching. Their job is simple. After each batch, they will either agree or disagree with the hiring decisions of the talent scout by voting. When they are done, we have our professional evaluators here who are the real employers of labor. They will tell us what the talent scout has done right or they could do better, what the job seekers could have said, and that is why I said listen and watch. Pay attention. I have gone through the CVs and I can tell you that 95% of those CVs as presented will be rejected on spot. Yes. And it is simple things as the typography. Some of you even submitted names of your CV as ChatGPT returned it with underscores in between. Yes. So you are doing hey now. I can assure you that this is going to be very beneficial. You pay attention and, of course, encourage them with your applause. These people are trying. I'm sure they are scared. It's not easy. We have not pre-informed them about the questions because nobody will tell you what you are going to do in an interview beforehand. So when you see anybody standing here, you must give them some accolades. And please, talent scouts, like we have said, we are not bringing anybody down. Our words will be polite. Our decisions will be gracious. All right? Why we hope that all of you leave here empowered. So are we in for this? Are we in? So please put your hands together for yourself. So thank you very much. I would like to welcome and introduce each of our guests today, starting with Dr. Victory Oyakilome. By the way, this is a newly minted doctor of Babcock University, so please welcome her with a round of applause. Dr. Victory Oyakilome, please.
Dr. Victory Oyakilome is a dynamic leader, visionary entrepreneur, and passionate humanitarian devoted to creating impact through innovation, empowerment, and faith. She holds bachelor and master's degree in public health and a PhD in the same field, having built her career around solutions that strengthen community well-being and advance sustainable development. As founder and executive director of Girls in Charge Foundation, Dr. Victory has led the non-profit for over 8 years, empowering young girls and women through education, leadership training, and economic opportunity. Under her direction, the foundation has advanced gender equality, provided meaningful mentorship, and equipped women with the skills to thrive and lead within their communities. Beyond the non-profit sector, she is the CEO of VU Event, a premier event planning company known for delivering seamless, memorable experiences. As a serial entrepreneur, she has built and managed multiple ventures, bringing proven expertise in business development, strategic planning, and operational excellence. Her passion for innovation and leadership extends to her role as Executive Director of Innovations for Love World Nest, where she champions initiatives that nurture young leaders, entrepreneurs, and innovators advancing kingdom expansion and societal transformation. A devoted Christian, deeply committed to helping people discover and fulfill God's purpose for their lives, she continues to inspire, equip, and uplift individuals to their fullest potential, leaving a lasting impact in communities around the world.
Please let's put our hands together for her. Thank you very much. Please, you may have your seats. Next on the list is Mr. Evans Obule. He's also a Babcock grad. He graduated from here. So please let's welcome Mr. Evans. Thank you. Where is he? Is he around? Please come. This way.
Evans Obule is a Nigerian actor, producer, casting director, and independent filmmaker known for his passion for authentic storytelling and compelling screen performances. With experiences both in front of and behind the camera, he has steadily built a name for himself in Nollywood as a creative force committed to telling culturally rooted, emotionally resonant stories. He began his acting journey while studying economics at Babcock University and later transitioned fully into the film industry, driven by desire to create beyond the limits of conventional career paths. Since then, he has featured in notable productions while also establishing himself as a producer and a filmmaker with a growing body of work. As the founder of Take One Productions, Evans has produced several short films and creating projects that reflect his love for indigenous narratives, young talent development, and meaningful cinema. His work spans acting, producing, casting, and content development, all with a clear vision to create stories that feel honest, relatable, and deeply Nigerian. Whether on set as a performer or behind the scenes, bringing stories to life, Evans Obule represents a new generation of Nollywood creatives, bold, intentional, and committed to making impact through film.
Thank you very much. Let's put our hands together for him. Thank you very much. And next on the list is Mr. Oluwadunsin Alaba. He's an HR professional. And please let's welcome him as he comes on board.
Oluwadusin Alaba is a human resources professional specializing in talent management, organizational development, performance management, and HR strategy. As a senior HR officer at a leading global law firm, he partners with business leaders to design and implement people strategies that drive organizational effectiveness and business performance. He holds a Master of Business Administration from Ajayi Crowther University and is a professional member of the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management, CIPM of Nigeria. You are welcome to Babcock University, Oluwadusin Alaba.
Thank you very much. Please let's put our hands together for. So the last on the list, but not the least, is Dr. Philip Babalola. Please, you're welcome, sir. Let's welcome him.
Dr. Philip Ayodeji Babalola is a serial entrepreneur. He is the founder and CEO of Undergraduate Limited, an innovative real estate technology company transforming property ownership in Nigeria. Through Uvest, he is redefining access to real estate by empowering Gen Zs and millennials to invest early, build wealth, and achieve financial independence. Under his leadership, Uvest has successfully launched and delivered over 13 estates, including flagship projects such as Millennial Woods, The Palms, Ocean 8, and Uvest Metro. He is currently building the Villa, Nigeria's first biophilic estate, a groundbreaking project designed to merge architecture, sustainability, and nature into a modern living experience. Philip is also the visionary behind The Jungle, Nigeria's first glamping site, which is pioneering ecotourism and redefining leisure and adventure in Africa. Beyond business, Philip is an inspiring mentor and growth strategist, having trained over 4,000 young people in sales, personal development, and financial literacy through his impactful initiatives such as PD with PB. He is a sought-after speaker at leadership and business forums, known for his practical wisdom, authenticity, and passion for raising a new generation of visionary entrepreneurs. Dr. Philip Ayodeji Babalola embodies excellence, purpose, and transformation, qualities that continue to inspire individuals and organizations to think bigger, build better, and create lasting impact. You are welcome to Babcock University, Dr. Philip Ayodeji Babalola.
Thank you very much. You're welcome. Yes, so we are about to start. I would like to invite the first batch, the talent squad from the first batch, which is the banking, the finance, and the fintech. So that's the industry. So for those of you in the Faculty of Economics and all of those things, social sciences, management, this is where you should pay more attention. But like I said, these are generic questions. This is a generic interview, right? So let's start with Oyinlolami Alade. Are you here? A round of applause. Please come out gallantly. Thank you. I like the spirit. I like the energy. Please let's welcome her. Thank you. God bless you. Now, the second talent squad will be Olawumi Abiola Naomi. Good job. You guys are doing great. For the job seekers, don't worry, calm down. Okay? Calm down. Now, let me tell you something. There are 20 of them, but only 11 of them showed up today. Should I tell you why? Some of them were asking me, please, ma, are we standing in front of every other person? And I'm sure the moment you said yes, they lost that confidence because they don't want to stand in front of these old faces. So for these 11 that have turned up today, please jam your hands together for them. This is a step forward, to greatness. Thank you. So if some of them are missing in that group, there's supposed to be 4 in the batch, I'm afraid you have to shoulder the responsibility. So you guys will stay here. The talent squad will stay here. So they come here. The 2 of you will be here. Thank you. So let me invite, we have Agada Singh, Marianne, Are you here? Is she here? She's part of the people that escaped. All right. Ochia Sophia. Sophie. Are you here? Where are the job seekers? They're supposed to be at this side. Is she here? No. Now, Oluwapelumi Amosun. Thank you. Thank you. Now, Oluwapelumi did something very great that you should learn from. When she submitted, one way or the other, her name was omitted. She reached out, we apologized and said we will look at that. After we sent another email, her name was omitted again. She followed up again. And that is why she is here today. One lesson, sometimes your names are omitted in application, sometimes by error, sometimes by negligence. Don't take feedback personal. Always make sure that you reach out in cases like that to verify. All right? So please, let's appreciate her again. Please, you can take a space there. Thank you. And the last person is Olakpoju Oluwashemilore Mobolaji. Please, let's appreciate him. So there ought to be 4, but now we have 2 of them. So please take one. You have the floor.
Good afternoon, Oluwapelumi. Can you introduce yourself to us?
Good afternoon, ma'am. Sorry. I think you should use, yes, people can hear. Be loud.
Good afternoon, Oluwapelumi. Can you introduce yourself to us?
My name is Oluwapelumi Amosu. I am a first-class economics graduate with particular interest in finance, investment, and strategy. I also, alongside my undergraduate studies, I also qualified as a chartered accountant, which sharpened my financial and analytical skills. During my past internship experience, I built multi-sheet worksheets to analyze financial statements and generate well-linked reports. And today I am excited to have this opportunity to stand before you to help bring value to your team and grow as well.
All right, thank you so much. So, which achievement on your CV are you most proud of and why? Did you get that?
I am proud of Wow, that's a tough one. I'm proud of my undergraduate journey as a Babcock University alum. I'm proud of my first class because a lot went into that. Babcock was an opportunity for me to meet people. It was an opportunity for me to grow in ways that I did not know I was capable of. And it also facilitated a number of other accomplishments. It was in Babcock that I served as financial secretary of my department, that I served as assistant academic director of my student association. It was also in Babcock that I finished my ICANN. So yes, I'm proud that I was able to graduate the first class in economics. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that. I have one other question. How do you stay motivated and consistent when work gets routine?
A lot of it boils down to my character. I am a diligent person, and so I do not shy away from challenges. In a situation where it might feel overwhelming, I just remind myself that this too shall pass. So even periods during my undergraduate thesis, when I was writing my project, simultaneously preparing for my ICANN examinations, I just know that this too shall pass, and I just need to face it diligently, and I'll finish it in due time. Okay.
So you said you're an economics student. So why did you choose economics? Why not accounting or finance? Because you said you're a chartered accountant. Congratulations, by the way.
I chose economics because I love economics right from secondary school. And I enjoy understanding how individuals, businesses, governments make decisions in the face of scarcity. And economics was an opportunity for me to sharpen my analytical skills and solve real-world problems. I also understood that I could pursue my economics degree and simultaneously pursue my ICANN, so doing both of them. That was why I chose economics. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So why should we hire you?
I bring a strong academic background, professional knowledge in accounting, and practical industry experience. And I'm excited, I'm eager to learn, I'm diligent, and I'm looking forward to an opportunity to add value to your team and to grow.
All right, thank you. We'll get back to you soon. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Can you tell us about yourself?
Okay, good afternoon. My name is Olapoju Oluwashimilore Mubolaji, and I am a graduating student of business administration that also has practical knowledge and experience having an internship at Touch and Pay Technologies in Lagos State, Nigeria. I also have experience in leadership, serving in various roles in my department for 3 sessions. So I am coming here today to bring on my academic and practical knowledge to apply for this job.
Okay, can you describe a time where you had to juggle multiple responsibilities at once, and how did you go about it?
Okay, thank you very much. So I will just go back to last semester, of course. So as a final year student, you know that you have your academic work definitely, and then there are other events going on. Second semester is always very busy. There are always events to attend. So working on my project, also serving in the capacity as the Senate President of my department, there is always a time for everything. So all you need to do is section out times where you say, okay, this is what I am going to do first, this is what I am going to do next. You can literally plan out your day and how things are going to go. So in that way, you have a structure on how you are going to go about your activities, and everything will fall in line by God's grace. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So, tell me about a time that you had to make a difficult but ethical decision.
Okay, so difficult but ethical decision. I would talk about my department elections. So last semester, when we were carrying out the elections, we had various candidates with their various capabilities, different people that we feel would be good for the job. And we screened the candidates, with various criteria, just like I am being screened now. And there was a candidate that we felt like, okay, this person is more capable. But then when you look at a person and like the way they think, their mental capabilities, especially when it comes to relating with people, this person was going for president of the department. So when you look at the way the person was relating with people, I saw that this person does not have good people relation. And to be the president of the department, to lead such a crowd of people, you need to be able to you need to be able to communicate and work with people well. So we figured that, okay, this person was not good enough for the post. So that's how we decided to pick the other person.
Thank you for that. I have one more question for you. What would you say is your greatest weakness, and what steps are you taking to improve on it?
Okay. I would say my greatest weakness is I could be a perfectionist. And I have noticed it in my period of time where I have served in leadership positions. There are always things to be done. And sometimes I may feel like, okay, I may be the best person to carry out this task. But definitely as a leader, you have to delegate, even though you know that, okay, you might be able to do this better than the person. But you need to give people chances to grow and express themselves, otherwise they will not be able to learn. So I have learned to sometimes leave things for others to do when it is not my duty to be done.
So why did you choose economics?
I'm a business administration
You're
graduate.
a business admin. Okay, so why did you pick your course?
Okay, I picked business administration because, like, basically it is wide, it is broad. If you look at economics, if you look at finance, everything is incorporated into business administration. From my 100 level to my 400 level, we have done different courses as it relates to business, as it relates to economics, and as it relates to finance. So it is very good to have a foundation in each of these things, and business administration provides you with this foundation. If you later in life want to go specifically into finance or economics, you at least have a little foundation as it is in business administration. So thank you.
Okay, the last question we have for you is, what is your ideal career path? What do you see yourself doing in the next 10 years, and why?
Okay, thank you. So my ideal career path right now, okay, as I see it in the next 10 years, I would love to become a project manager by the grace of God. I feel like this is the path that I am going on, especially because of my leadership qualities, because as a project manager, you need to be able to have timelines as you carry out your project, and you need to be able to communicate with stakeholders properly, which are qualities I possess right now and I am still building on. So I feel like this is the best career path for me right now. Thank you.
What's your decision?
Okay.
We are waiting for the talent squad to tell us their decisions. Validators, I hope you were taking notes. And the next batch would ask questions in rotation so that we don't let one person answer all at a time. You just pick randomly, and please maybe 2 or 3 questions maximum so that we can have enough time for everyone. Are we ready with our results? So, who would you be hiring?
Okay. So they both did very well. Who should we hire? I think we should hire the both of them. Honestly.
Okay, so over to the validators. You were listening, you were watching. Our voting poll is supposed to be on, but I don't think it is. We have an issue with that. Validators, please. Who are we hiring? Where are you? Nobody. Did you say none? Come and defend your none, please. Yes, please come. You are one of our validators. Why none? This is part of it. The feedback you are giving is training. We are in a workshop, so why none? Thank you very much. I love that. Sometimes be on the others. Clap, thank you very much. Those of you that are clapping, I love that. Thank you. So let's have that reason why, sorry, are you part of us? Validators. Thank you. Please let her tell us why none, before our professionals will give their feedback.
Okay, they tried, and I am not perfect. In my opinion, her responses were focused on her and not exactly how she would bring value to the people she is interviewing for, to the position she's interviewing for. And then I think she could have done better with taking a pause before answering her questions. There was a question she answered wrongly. When she was asked, how do you get motivated when you're just doing routines? She answered for how she would take control of things when things become overwhelming, and that was not what we were looking for. But for other things, she talked about her achievements, wonderful, but how would those achievements be beneficial to me employing you? Then for the guy, he did good. He has the experience. His positioning, he did not position himself as someone that is already in the job market. He's still talking as though he's about to. He's not there yet. He's not exactly ready to enter because he kept making reference to his past semester. And to the employer, he said, you know, in second semester, your employer does not really know, or maybe they don't really care about your second semester. They just want to be sure that that experience you have translates to creating value for them. And that is why I think they would not, or they should not hire any of them.
This is Babcock, right? We should be proud of the intelligence that you guys are bringing to the table. Well, I'm not the professional here, so I would ask from the table, what do we think? Okay, so yeah, just let me know. Yeah, thank you. Please, you can stand.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you can all hear me. All right, so I took a bit of notes because I like to write things down. The human brain is a little bit, there's a little bit you can take in at once, so you need to put things down. I would say thank you very much to the candidates and the talent scouts. Because this is the first batch, things may be a little bit sketchy, right? So I would say you guys did very well because going through interviews and even school myself, you actually learn from the people that go first. That's why I don't like to go first in any interviews. But I have a bit of comments. For the talent scouts, I would like to start with you guys. First of all, I'm judging from my experience. When you have candidates coming for the interviews, actually you want to introduce yourself first. They actually need to know you. And also what role you are interviewing them for. I will speak for myself and my other guest speakers here. We struggle to know which role it is that you are interviewing for. So that's one, because any of you may decide to be HR professionals or employers in the future. You also want to introduce it because it kind of eases the conversation. It puts your candidate at rest, right? When you introduce yourself and and things like that. Now, for the candidates, Oluwapelumi, right? I agree. I think she did well. I like the fact that, in my experience, when you ask candidates, particularly entry-level candidates, tell me about yourself, 9 out of 10 times they fail that question. And that's because maybe they don't know better. But I like the fact that she went straight into telling you about her academic credentials. And that is because that is, I believe, her strength at this level. And the fact that she opened with that, particularly given that it's a very strong academic credentials, it actually goes a long way. You have to put your best foot forward, and she did. She also spoke about internships, experience that she had in the opening, which is actually a good one as well, because, I mean, at this level, that's all you have, internship experience. But there's a particular question I think I would have expected better, but again, this is just the first time. It's the, why should we hire you? That's the very last question. That question can make or mar your interview. And the fact that it's the very last question, you want to do very well. In fact, you want to do very well for every last question you get in an interview. Because particularly when the interviewers are candidates, that is most likely what they will remember when they are making whatever decisions. They will remember what you started with. And again, maybe because you didn't know the role, you didn't have anything to plug into for to do better. I think I will just stop here and hand the mic over to someone else. Thank you.
All right. All right. Please, can you all do me a favor and give a round of applause for them? And I'll tell you why I'm saying this. I want you all to understand that the word out there does not reward the shy people. So if they are standing here, it takes a lot of confidence for them to stand in front of you. Please give them a round of applause again. Now, I'm going to take this very fast. For Pelumi, first, you did well. You did excellently well at some point, yeah. About to introduce yourself. You spoke about your achievement, which is good, and I like that. Then, some of the things I picked out for some of the things you were saying, you partook, is it partook or partake? In extracurriculum activities while you're in school. For an employer, this is very important. You're going to face a lot of leadership role, leading a team. An employer wants to know you have that experience. So this is good. Your confidence level is also good. You were asked about something similar to challenges. I think that's the question when it has to do with what motivates you. But you spoke about you, being part of, is that ICANN? I think you mentioned ICANN for some of the things and the challenges you face, then you know that this would pass. It's a good quality because the work environment is going to test you. It is not theoretical, it's practical, and you experience that. And also, you mentioned something that, as an employer, speaking from experience, I look forward to in anybody I'm employing. You have a learning ability. You said you're studying economics, and you went further for chartered, that's ICANN. And I think that is a good one. Can you give a round of applause to her again? Then, to now add up to what, what he has said earlier, is the last question. It's something that determines whether you're going to get a job or not. And to just give you guys heads up on what you're supposed to say, when they ask, why should we hire you? Before any of your interview, go and research one of the things employer face the most. And one of it is, a lot of people have beautiful ideas, but they don't know how to execute. You can end your interview, you say, by making a statement like, I've made a research about what employer face out there, and why many people are brilliant and have ideas. I'm somebody who executes fast, excellently well, and you will get a job. Then for Abolaji, you did well also. I would say I didn't see so much confidence in what you were talking about, you're speaking about, and you also had some leadership experiences while in the school, which is good. But based on what you were doing, like you were doing business administration, right? So some of the things I was looking forward to, maybe you've gotten into an internship position that has anything to do with business, but you didn't mention anything of that. Then you also mentioned your 10 years plan. You said project management. The next question that comes to my head is, you could have already started while you're in school. So that is all for my end. Thank you, everyone.
very much. Please, a round of applause again for them. Thank you, Pelumi. Thank you. I think Amosu, am I right? Thank you very much. You guys did great. Please, you can have your seats. Thank you. So I am taking notes. So we move to the next batch. Talent scouts, please make sure you are not repeating the same questions that they have asked, right? So that we can benefit, or don't repeat it too frequently. Let's not come and say the same thing that has been said before. Is that clear? And like I said earlier, make sure that you are asking questions in rotation, right? You can even make the same person answer the same, the two of them, you can make them answer the same question. So we move to the health and medicals. And for the talent scouts, we have Kelvin. Is he here? Oya Majike. Wow, please clap for him. Thank you very much. The second talent scout is Bello Olua Fisayomi Adeyinka. Thank you very much. Now, for the job seekers for that group, we have Tugbi Yele Moyinfolua, Sarumi Kabira Oyinade, and Egbewale. Is Egbewale there? Okay. Do we have health and medicals as part of the validator team? Can you raise your hand, please? Two of you, please come forward. Thank you. Please put your hands together for them. Yes, please. Both of you raised your hand. Thank you very much. We have all ladies. Women are leading. Thank you very much. You can also analyze your CV. Yeah, but unfortunately, these two of them just have us. Have you opened us?
Yes.
What's her name? Her name is, she's the first person. Yes, please stay there. So you can give her feedback on her CV. Yeah. Thank you. So you can use any of the mic. Yeah. You are now being in.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bello Sayomi.
My name is Ohamadike Kelvin.
So hi, please can you introduce yourself?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tubiele Mofinfolua, and I'm a second class upper student of a second class upper graduate of public health. I graduated from Babcock University in 2026, and I've served as the operations team lead in a foundation strictly for boy-child nutrition initiative, and I also love to deal with adolescents and with children.
Okay, can you also introduce yourself? Excuse me, can you also introduce yourself?
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Ola Oluwanifishe, a graduate of Physiology Department, one of the co-founders of TISABot AI, the only AI that is currently approved by Meta. Thank you.
I am Olubechi Merose Chigeroku. I'm a public health educator focusing on preventing diseases through nutrition, movement, and rest for young adults.
Okay, Fiyinfoluwa, please can you tell me if you've ever led a group project and like some of the challenges you faced while doing that? Okay. Okay, so can you tell me if you've ever led a group project and any challenge you might have faced while doing that?
Okay, so I've not actually led a project by myself, but I've supported people who have led projects works. Like I said earlier, I am the operations team lead for a foundation. So there are different projects that we have carried out. We have had outreaches in different places where there are underserved children who have poor nutrition. So those are the projects I've supported.
Okay, can you tell me your greatest strengths?
Okay. 2 weeks after finishing school, I joined the Air Force. I am currently a cardiac sonography fellowship in 661 Nigerian Air Force Hospital, currently running a rotation as an exercise physiologist in the physiotherapy unit of the Air Force Hospital. Yeah, thank you.
Give me an example of a time you received constructive feedback and what did you do with it? Okay. Give me an example of a time you received constructive feedback and what did you do with it?
Okay. During one of my many health education sessions, a supervisor reviewed my presentation and then gave me notes on what I could have done better. And so for my subsequent presentations, I included them and always went back to her for feedback. And that's how I got better.
Okay, Mofi, please can you tell me approaches you take to staying organized, especially when you're working under pressure? Should I come again? Okay, so can you tell me like some approach that you take to make sure that you stay organized, especially when you're working under pressure?
Okay, some of the approaches I take, first of all, I love to create a schedule or a to-do list to list out the order of priorities and the things that are urgent and pressing, and also receive support from people and ask people to keep me accountable for tasks and things I have to do.
Okay, how do you prioritize your work when you have multiple assignments due?
I think one thing we are taught in the Air Force is to put the major assignments first, then the others come after.
Same question, how do you manage to stay organized, especially when you have like so many tasks to do at once?
I use Google Workspace and I have a sheet where I put all my tasks, and then from there I prioritize. The ones that have a closer deadline get attended to first, and then I'll attend to the others.
So this is a general question to everybody. So we just want you to tell us your greatest achievement. So what do you think you are most proud about?
I think for now, at my level, my greatest achievement is graduating from Babcock University as a second-class upper, because it was initially not easy because I wanted to study nursing, but along the line, I was given public health, and I had to learn about this course that I had no idea about. I had to put myself out there. I had to volunteer for programs and just be in this space and just to understand what public health was all about. And now I am loving it, and I'm hoping to do better with the course and the field.
My biggest achievement, like I mentioned earlier, is being a co-founder and Chief Product Officer of TISA.ai, the only AI that is approved by Meta, and currently running a collaboration with the US Media Whistle Agency and also with Paystack and other media agencies.
My greatest achievement at the moment is being able to organize a public speaking masterclass in the month of April. I was able to put together a team. My team was wonderful, and we had over 168 registrations in such a short period of time. We were able to get funds from within. We're thinking on our feet, and it was beautiful. We had over 100 people in attendance, and I think that's a lot of people loved it.
Okay, the last question for you two or for everyone. What value do you think you would bring to our organization? Do you know her name?
Yes, okay, let me see. Okay, so Mufi, we went through your CV and then we just want to give a few comments. So the first one is there was some typographical error, like you made some mistakes with some dates. Also, the formatting, I don't think it is exactly correct because you didn't follow the exact format in the first page and the second page, like the line spacing was not consistent. So I think that these are little mistakes that actually do go a long way.
Okay, just to add one or two things. I don't think adding languages to your CV is necessary, except maybe the interview actually wants you to explicitly include it into it. I think that is it.
Sorry, did you hear that? Can you say that again? The feedback they are giving is, sorry, the technical team, the microphones.
Okay, for the language part, in your CV, you included languages, English and Yoruba. And this is unnecessary because if the organization doesn't ask you to put it, you don't need to put it to even begin with. So that is the whole thing. That's what we're talking about.
All right, thank you very much. Did you hear their feedback? So he said they also gave a feedback about her CV. They mentioned about the typography, right? There were typographical errors. And then the formatting for the first page and the second page was not consistent, right? But it's raising a critical issue that I will allow the professionals here to respond to in this batch, that except you are being told, you are not hearing me. Eh? Hello? Okay. So he said that except you are being asked by the employer, you shouldn't include languages in your CV. Because she included English language, Yoruba language, he said that is not necessary. So I will allow you to respond to that. So, but what's your decision? Okay. It will be Nifishe. Yes. Who is Nifishe? Okay, so this is the person, Nifishe is the woman for the job for today. Validators, do you agree? Do you agree? All right, thank you. Please, all right. This is the answer. All right, thank you. So please, let's appreciate them with a round of applause so that they can, you guys did very well. Two of them were not prepped as job seekers, by the way. They came in as validators, and they were answering those questions instantaneously. So they did very, very well. Please appreciate them as they go back to their seat. God bless you. We are proud of you. Thank you very much. Do we have anything to say? None. Who is responding to the language issue? All right, thank you. Language. All right, thank you. Please, you can also have your seat. Silence, please. Thank you.
All right. So on the language issue, I mean, the thing about interviews and job application is that a lot of time it goes beyond just applying. There are so many things you need to think about. There are certain roles or industry that might be necessary. That might be necessary for you to put your. All right, so there are certain roles and industry that might be necessary for you to put. Yeah, that might be necessary for you to put your languages that you understand. Say, for example, you're applying for a role at an embassy. Right, embassies usually like people that speak more than one language. Or you're applying for the role and it's maybe up north or down in southeast. They usually like to see that. So it really depends. So you need to look at the job advertisement, look at the location, and then look at the industry and see. That is why you can't really have a one-size-fits-all CV all the time. You see this role, you put the same CV. You see the same role, next row, you put the same CV. You have to make a little bit of trick. So some applications, yes, it might be necessary. Some application, absolutely no, it's not relevant. You need to take it out. So I think that I'll just stop there.
Thank you very much. So I hope we get that. So we are going to match the next two batches together. You said, yes, so that we can save some time. But before we do that, the cost reps for this department should please go to that side. They need to see you. BUSAD, Agric, Basic Science, Education, Finance, History, Language, Marketing, Microbiology, Music, Religious Studies, and social works, and Med Lab. Thank you. So we would have law and education. For the talent squad, I have Naomi Olumachi. Is she here? Thank you very much. Then we have. Okay, so we have Williams, Adetutu, Adeshewa. Is she here? Thank you very much. For the job seekers for that group, we have Lawal Anuoluwa Boluwatife. Thank you very much. Oluwashino Omo Labake Victoria. And then we have Akitude Joshua Ayomide. Please welcome them with a round of applause. And Akapo Eniola Grace. Wow. This is amazing. We have all of you present from law and education. Good, excellent. So we won't be able to match that. Everybody is present. Are they all female? Wow. Okay, yes, we have one. Thank you for representing the boys. All right, so please let's make it very snappy. I think since we have everybody, one question for each person is fine. Thank you. Sorry, so you have to all be speaking with this microphone and pass it around.
Okay, so good morning, everybody. My name is Adetutu, and I'll be your talent scout for today.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Naomi, and I'll be the talent scout for today.
Okay, so the first question goes to the gentleman on the extreme. Please, what is your name? And tell me about yourself.
Good morning, Adetutu. My name is Ayomide Joshua. I am a graduate of social work from Babcock University. I am also very passionate about education, social services, and development of people in general. Yeah.
Okay, nice to meet you, Ayomide.
Okay, my question is for you. Please, what's your name and tell me about yourself?
Good day. My name is Akapo Eniola Grace. I am a graduate of law from the University of Babcock. I have currently achieved arbitrator status with the Arbitrators Association. I have achieved certification with WIPO and in progress of my exam. I have done some internships and led in clubs and facilitated the organization of events.
Okay, so please tell me your name, and as you're telling me your name, give an example of a time you received constructive feedback and what you did with it.
My name is Oluwash. Good afternoon. My name is Oluwashina Omolabake, a recent social work graduate of social work at Babcock University. So a time where I've received a constructive feedback was when I was the vice president for Dynamics Drama Group right here on campus. We had administration, but I was someone who is not really outspoken, so I was dealing with people that I'm familiar with. So at the end of the administration, there were some things that we're supposed to put in place that weren't done. So someone explained to me, I reached out and she explained to me, and I put that into practice.
Sorry, to clarify, I didn't quite get, you said administration, a drama administration, a drama club, and you graduated with what again?
Social work.
Okay, my question is for you, the last person, and it is, please tell me your name, and have you ever led a group project, and what challenges did you face?
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Lawal Anolu Abulutife. I have led or supported, I was the Executive Secretary for Finance and Administration at the Tax Club for the last session, and one of our major achievements last semester was hosting the Tax Walk and the Tax Watch. And so with the Tax Watch, we had to go around school building sensitization about the new tax law and how it affects students, people around school, and even staff as well. And that is one project that I have worked and facilitated as well.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to comment on your CVs and also the general, our evaluation of the answers that you have given to the questions that we have asked. So firstly, we will start with Boluwatife Lawal.
Okay, please be okay. I asked you challenges you face in when you're a group leader.
No, you asked me what projects I have facilitated.
What have you ever done? What challenges did you face? Yes. I asked you what projects, have you ever led a group project, and what challenges did you face? And in your CV, you said you're a research team lead, research development team, SFS Babcock. Why didn't you cite that for challenges you, a group you have led and challenges you faced in that role?
First off, we are working, the role I'm applying for is the role of law education, so I felt it wasn't really necessary to mention. But In the role, I experienced some challenges like working with people and facing deadlines as well.
Okay, so, and for your CV, at such a stage as this, you are in more or less of an entry-level role. Your CV should not be more than 1 page. And I have looked at the content of your CV, and it shouldn't be more than 1 page. So you should look at the formatting and how you can better present the experiences that you have in your CV. So moving to Akapo Eniola, I have looked through your CV, and then your answer to the question that you were asked, I like that you led with your achievements and your certification and not just your degree. So that is a good answer. And then your CV is 1 page. It is very comprehensive. The formatting, like reading your CV doesn't hurt my eyes, and so that is a plus for you. But your experience, your leadership experience is not chronological. When you're filling that part of your CV, it should be it is advised to be in descending order, but it can be in ascending order. So your most recent experience should be first. And then for Ayomide, lastly. Yeah, your CV is really nice. It is 1 page. It is your profile, your personal profile. I really liked your professional summary and your answer to the question. It was adequate. I wouldn't say it was the best, but it was adequate. You did well.
Yes, looking through your CV, it's nice, but it should still be 1 page. First of this is an entry-level role, should still be 1 page. And apart from that, it's really nice.
Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for the law and education batch. They did I'm sure it's difficult for us to know who to hire. Am I right? Okay, who are you hiring? Okay, so they said they didn't ask sufficient questions to be able to make that decision. Please put your hands together for them. They did great. I hope you took note of all the observations with the CVs and all. Thank you very much. Please, you may have your seat. Please clap for them. Okay, so we have the last batch. The talent cut for that, we have technology and agriculture. Alade Oyinlolami. Is she here? Okay, you've done. But it was supposed to be technology and agriculture. Okay, sorry. Okay, so let's move to media and creatives. Oche Glory. Thank you. Jennifer Ozakwe. Thank you, please. Then we have for the job seekers, Priscilla Amarachi. Is she here? Divine. It's not available. Ajiboye Mary Ifeolua. Ajiboye Mary Ifeolua, are you here? She's not. Okay, Lusa took a permission. Aluko Princess. Dada Boluwatife Adewumi. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Are you a job seeker that has not been called? I hope I didn't omit any name. Do we have any other person that is yet to be interviewed? Okay, thank you. So this is the last batch. Thank you very much.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jennifer Sakwe, and this is my colleague, Oche Glory. Okay, so we're going to interview three of you on the role of media creative for our company. So I need each and every one of you to introduce yourselves and also tell me your greatest strengths.
Okay, so my name is Aluko Olamide Princess, a first class, oh sorry. My name is Aluko Olamide Princess, a first class graduate of software engineering. And I would say that I have, or rather, I've faced a lot of like tough positions. So I'm a very adaptable person. I learn quickly. I, try my best in every role. And I make sure that I do whatever it takes to complete a task that I'm given.
Good afternoon, interviewers. My name is Priscilla Akaniro, a first-class graduate of Babcock University in computer science. I would like to position myself as a bit of a creative nerd. I'm someone who is deeply passionate about the arts, about content creation, about marketing, and also about analytical endeavors. Because a big part of being able to run a successful media campaign is knowing how to communicate the uniqueness of a company as well as communicate numbers for sale. So a strength I would say I have is my thoroughness. A big part of media communication and marketing involves market research, knowing how to sell to a specific, very, very specific audience in order to not only improve visibility, but get hard numbers and hard sales. So my thoroughness in market research is something that I feel like is a big underlying strength of mine. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Dada Boluatife. I am a computer science graduate with a first class from Babcock University. I have interest in machine learning and robotics, but one of my strengths, I would say, is that as well as my technology skills, I'm a very creative person. I'm an artist at heart, and I work very well with designs. I served as the course representative throughout my years in Babcock, and I also served some other leadership positions, such as the Games and Interactive Media Specialist for Google Developer Groups and the captain for the female volleyball team. Thank you.
So, please, would like to know what your greatest strengths are, like in whatever you've done, in relation to the role you applied for.
Okay, so I served as a course representative for my department. I also served, are you serious? Okay. I served as a course representative for my department. I also served as the head of the departmental magazine at the time. I was in charge of making sure that everybody wrote different articles based on the theme of the magazine, editing those articles and making sure that they made it out on time. Then I also served as a member of the volleyball team, as well as other smaller groups around campus, just making sure that I applied myself throughout.
Tell me about a presentation you delivered and how you prepared for it. A presentation you delivered and how you prepared for it.
During my undergraduate years, I served as a tutor in my department. Now, I was tasked with being able to bring in people into the tutorials and allow adequate learning. So on a weekly basis, I was in charge of presenting simplified versions of lessons. And at first, I reached a bit of a challenge. People weren't showing up for the tutorials. This could have been two things. It could have been my ability of a teacher not being strong enough, and it could have been just the visibility issue. So this period was something I had to really sit down with myself and say, okay, how can I be able to approach students, get them to come to this presentation, and also build myself up as a tutor to be able to simplify what I have to tell them. So this was something that I sat down with myself to think about. As it relates to this role as well, media marketing involves being able to reach out to people and simplify messages. So this presents, over a period of time, I was able to figure out how to bring in people into a specific simplified network. Usually, when we are advertising tutorials, we just post on the group chat one day and hope that somebody will see it. But I decided to make a centralized group chat for my tutorials. I decided to push weekly visibility messages, testimonials of people that have been under my leadership during the tutoring sessions, right? And when the time for tutorial now came about, there was a large influx of people. And how I was able to work on myself to deliver adequate presentations was by building my ability to simplify things, right? Because there's a common slogan that says less is more, and your ability to adequately communicate to somebody by saying the least amount of things possible is very needed in almost every sphere, but crucially in marketing. So during that period of being a tutor and presenting serial presentations, I was able to build myself, my spoken ability, and my ability to communicate better with people. Thank you.
Okay, going to Boluwatife. Please tell us what value do you think you bring to our organization and why we should employ you. Please tell us what values you will inculcate in what values you will bring into our organizations if employed.
Okay, so the values I can bring to the organization. One, I have very strong leadership skills. I've served in leadership positions throughout my undergraduate years. I served as course representative, volleyball captain, GDG specialist. I also participated and served in the academic committee for my department during the 2024-2025 academic session. Another quality I will give is my adaptability. So when you have all these leadership positions in front of you, you have to adapt quickly and learn quickly on the job. There are different aspects that will come up and things that might affect plans and disrupt plans. You have to be adaptable to make sure that your plans still go through as successfully as you can make them go through. I'm also a very responsible person. I have time management skills, I have people skills, I have public speaking skills as well. So those are the values I can bring to your company.
So your CV is okay for an entry role. It's short, everything is there. But the issue we have is the font. It's too small. So next time when you're applying for a job, like an actual job, please make sure that your font is readable without straining the eyes to get.
Okay, for Priscilla, this is a question on your CV here. First of all, when you introduce yourself, okay, what you're interviewing for, what position you're going for, then it should be a professional summary, like I'm a highly motivated person, I work, something like that, before, because you have your education first. Then after your professional summary, you should have your experience, then your educational backgrounds, any other thing. And I think that's all. It's short and precise. Your skills are here. Yeah, I think that's all. Okay, for Olamide, your CV is too long for an entry role, please. Though it has everything, your LinkedIn, your professional profile, your core competence, they're also your skills, right? So I think you should just wrap them up into skills, all your soft skills, wrap them up into one subtitle. Then your professional experience, you have 2 professional experience, that's nice. Yeah, just shorten your CV, make it more precise, and then I don't think you tailored it down to the job you're going for. Okay, but yeah, it's okay, just shorten it and all. Okay, for this interview, I think we'll be going with Priscilla. Thank you. Priscilla.
So who's Priscilla? Wow, do you agree? Okay, it's a democratic system, so it's bound to happen. So thank you, please appreciate them. Put your hands together for them. Thank you. So you can have your seat. All right, so we have come to the end of the interview session. I know you are happy. I know. But I hope for your sake that you took important notes so that you don't repeat mistakes or you are empowered to do the right thing when it's your turn. So to wrap up the event for today, I would like to invite 3 of our guest speakers. Please, Dr. Philip, Mr. Alaba, and Mr. Ivan, can you be up? I think you're... So again, like we said, we want this to be practical. So instead of them also telling you again what to do, they want to show you how to answer or to respond to certain questions. So Dr. Philip will be the one asking just one each. Yes, just one each. And then we move forward. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Ma. So we are just going to do the practical, and you learn from it. Is there any other mic? Okay. So I'm just going to ask the question. First, I would like you to introduce yourself. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. My name is Oluwadunsin Alaba, and I'm a senior HR officer, and I've been doing HR for about 6 years plus now. I have an MBA and also a chartered member of the Institute of Personnel Management. I don't like to read. I'm not a good reader, but I also like to do a bit of work. I volunteer for some other causes in my society. I'm a big sports fan, although I don't play. I watch a bit of football, and I look forward to having a nice discussion about this role. Thank you.
I'm the boy that gets the job done efficiently. A graduate of Babcock University, an economist. In 2020, I founded my production company called Take One Productions, and I know that I can be of immersive value if you employ me to your organization. My name is Heavens Ubule.
So I'm going to ask one more question, then maybe make some communication. So the second question is, we're all human beings and we know we do have weaknesses. So I would like you to please explain or tell us any of your weaknesses and maybe how you get to use that to overcome that.
Okay, so I would say it's more of an area I'm trying to improve on rather than being a weakness. And that is with the fact that I like to work maybe longer than it is required. And that is majorly because of the industry I've found myself, the kind of employers I've worked in the past. There are people that possibly don't understand what we mean by close of business. You have deadlines, and sometimes I tend to break my back to do the work. But I think what I need to do a bit more is trying to take a break, rest, and relax, because honestly, if I break down or we break down, the work will continue. So tend to relax and, take a bit of a break, yeah.
My weaknesses. For this job application, I would say that I've turned my weaknesses to my strength. I would say that I am someone that sleeps late at night, so that can affect me waking up early. But what I've done, knowing that this is a remote job, is to ensure that all my tasks are completed, just so that I'm able to clock in at the right time and do my accurate deliverables.
Thank you very much. Did you notice that the board speakers, when they were asked about their weaknesses, that weakness was connected to the job they are about to do? So they are not asking you if you can sleep too much or you can eat too much. They are not asking you about your personal weaknesses that does not concern them or is not related to the value you are bringing to the table. Someone said, I like to work. I don't know how to close or something, but I'm already working on it. Both of them opened with a line to let you know that this is not a weakness. It's an area I'm already working on, or I've already improved on it, right? So, by the grace of God, we are going to be having a CV clinic for you shortly after your graduation process, especially for those that have participated as job seekers, talent scouts, and validators. We are going to be inviting professionals to talk to you online, hands-on and practical, to help you prepare your CV and make sure that you are putting your best foot forward. And so to wrap up, I thought you guys are going to appreciate the university for that. Are you not excited? So I would give each of our speakers 2 to 3 minutes for your last words. Don't let us say last word.
My last words. Good afternoon, Babcock University. Good afternoon. Awesome. My name is Heaven Sobule. I am a film producer. I'm first an actor, a film producer, a casting director, and a talent manager based in Lagos. And my last 2 minutes words I would say is try to think about how to stand out and have a different approach. Everyone came and said, my name is, my name is, my name is. You can start by giving a story. You don't have to come and say, my name is, no. You can start and think about how to approach yourself differently from every other person. Understand and know the company you are trying to apply for. So for instance, if you're trying to apply to my company, Take One Productions, I want to see your personality. I want to see how you are. I don't want to come and be reading scripts for me from ChatGPT and be telling me that, oh, what I can do for you is that I can be strategic, I can make you know that, brah, no. Try and be real. Try and present yourself in your realest, not English, realest possible way when trying to apply for a job. Because trust me, they will not beat you. The highest is that they will say no, or they will say they will get back to you. And they say they will get back to you. Trust me, they will not get back to you. If they want to give you your feedback, they will give you the feedback there. So when I was here, she was telling me that she hardly asks people, tell me about yourself. Because truly, I don't want to know who you are. I want to know what problem you have seen in my company and what you want to solve while coming to apply for this job. So I say that if you're coming to apply for any job, try and know that there is a problem. They are putting out a call because there's a vacancy for you to fill in. You are coming there to tell them that I do this, I do this, I do this. I am of value to you. If you employ me, you give me money, and I'll give you my value in exchange. And you will know that as I am here, I am plantain, I am dodo, I be Maggi, I be salt, I be everything for this your company. Lastly, I beg you, it's very important that you try and network with your peers. Because I would say that I have graduated for 9 years. Wow. I graduated in 2017, and what I was hearing very frequently in my graduating week was that network, network, network. You guys that come here to come and be saying, like all of you that came here today to do this mock thing, it looked like it is play until when you reach outside and realize that as you say, my name is, they'll say next, bye-bye, and it's like play. When you go outside, you realize that it's actually more brutal than what was performed here. It's not, that's why when he said that you have to be confident, you have to stand on your ground and say, and stand on what you want in the workspace and network with your peers. Make sure that you are leaving this place knowing someone that knows someone that can help you. This connection we are saying is real, oh. It's not, you need connect, and the connect can just be someone just saying that, oh, I work in this place, this is my guy, he's in Babcock, bring him in, and that's how you can get employed in any organization. And most importantly, I'll round up by saying that, please, I know that we have overemphasized it a lot, but hold God. It's very important that in your journey, you are very, very close to God and understand that His principles are that He has given you a spirit of sound mind, of courage, and of confidence. So you walk into the application knowing that you got this. You dress the parts, you look the part, and you will sound the parts. Thank you very much. Success in the favor market.
Great Nova. Do you guys have a chant? Do you have a chant? Or the slogan that follows with the Great Nova? You guys are not interesting. I was the president for the postgraduate Nova class, and if you go to our Instagram, you saw that we had fun. So, Great Nova. Okay, great. So he basically has said everything. I was telling him, I said, all those questions that they were asking, I would never ask you that. The moment you come into the company, first of all, I'll create a lot of problems in the interview room, from the gates to you get to me. And when you see me, you may not even know that I'm the employer or the one trying to interview you, or maybe, you know, there are people that will just come and meet you. Oh, please, can I sit down beside you? Can I do this? Can I do that? First of all, I look at your character. I look at how you speak. I'll look at how you dress, and most especially how you smell. Yes. I'm very serious. How you smell, how you speak, how you walk, how you carry yourselves, they are very important. Reason is because I think because of what I do and the people I meet, it's also very important that the people I hire can represent me even though I'm not there. Number 3 is that I didn't start with number 1. You must be a problem solver. I'm not interested in your personal problems. Hear me and hear me right. Most employers are not interested in your personal problems. It doesn't mean that we don't have empathy. It just means that where the goal of the vision of the company is trying to get to is more important than your personal problems. The world is not interested in your personal problems, so have that at the back of your mind. That when you're going to a company, you must research what the company is. In fact, it is even a joy when you tell me, when I say, the moment I say welcome, I will just say, what problem have you identified? You can tell me immediately, oh, I researched about your company, and I compared it to this, and I thought that your company could do more than this, or your company in a competitive way could do this. I'm interested in listening to you. The moment you tell me, thank you so much, where do I start from? Mind you, I'll pick up my phone, and I'm already looking at something else. So I'm interested in problem solvers. So in the world, you need to think big. And number 3, your character is very, very, very important. Humility is very important. Don't think that you are bigger than, just because your father, I'm coming from a family that the moment I graduated, my father said, well done. And that was the end. And he said, what do you need to start up a business, or what do you want to do? And that money, he never gave me any money again. There are some of you that your parents will give you, you are enjoying allowance from the beginning of 100 level till now, and you did not save. I feel sorry for you. But at the same time, connections, they say Nepo babies. You can have connection, your father can tell you that, but let me tell you, even when you get the job, if you are not excellent at your job, you will lose it. And if you don't take the job seriously, you would lose it. And let me tell you, when you are working for someone, and you decide that, it's not my company, I can do whatever I want to, God will not bless you with your own. It's a fact. God doesn't hand over something to someone that does not take care of another person's things. I have seen it. I've worked with people like that. I don't even fire you. I don't fire people. I will go and pray that God will help me tell you to leave the company. And it always works. Finally, be very prayerful. As in, prayer should be your number 1 thing. That God should give. In prayers, you get innovations, you get wisdom, you get everything that is required for you. And I do hope that God will bless each and every one of you. You will get the right jobs. You will create the right jobs that will provide solution in Nigeria and beyond. And you will meet the right people. So you can wake up every morning and say, I put away the wrong people away from me. I put away people that would not be encouraging. Surround yourself with people that would tell you you can do it, can tell you, you would have done it better, and not tell you you cannot do it. Because with God, what? All things are. With God, all things are. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. And I will be borrowing from what some of my previous fellow speakers have said. I would like to, of course, start with a favorite phrase of mine that I like, and that's the saying that opportunity meets preparation. You may pray for the right opportunity. You may network for the right opportunity. You may do all sorts of things, of course, legally permissible for the right opportunity. But if you are not prepared for that opportunity that you have just fought for, there's no point to it. My colleagues have shared a lot of tips with you. One thing I'd like you to understand is that when it comes to interviewing in the labor market, I know we are trying to give you tips, but there isn't really a manual like that. There's no one-size-fits-all approach. different industry with different way you are going to play it. My colleague from the creative industry mentioned a lot of things that we look at, which is actually right if you are looking to hire talent in the creative industries. Because they want to see a personality. Creative industry don't lead robots. When you are a robot, you won't really work well in that particular industry. My other colleague from the public health sector also mentioned the same thing. Because the public health sector, in my experience, require quick, out-of-the-box thinking. You have to think on your feet. So when she mentioned the scenario of creating problems before you even enter, I kind of understood why. All right, but a few things I will share with you is that you cannot underestimate the importance of research. Researching about the industry, researching about the people you are going to meet. The internet is wide. There are lots of information you can get from there, so you can always research. One of the disappointments that I face is when I interview candidates and they don't even know anything about the company or the firm or the organization they are interviewing with. I'll be like, this is the barest minimum. In my own opinion, it is the barest minimum. Even if you don't have any experience at all, you should know something about the people you are coming to interview with. So you have to research. Again, you have to be confident. Interviews will throw you off. It says something about, you might think it's a play. It's not a play. Oh. Interviews will throw you off. I wrote down here that you should always be prepared for follow-up questions. You might have put everything in your head, and then you just get it, bam, a follow-up question, and you're not prepared for it. And you start stammering, and then you've lost control of the interview. Always maintain eye contact as well. Again, it's part of projecting confidence. Either it's a physical interview or a virtual interview. Look straight into the eye of the person that is asking you a question. Don't look down or look left or right. You might think it is a minor thing. That how does that determine if I'm good at my job? But confidence is key. Like, for example, I work in a law firm. I would never recommend a lawyer that is not confident for hiring. I'm sorry. I don't know if that's your personality. If you can't speak, public speaking, you are never going to get hired. Maybe you have your own private practice, but for most law firms, they are not going to hire you. So you also have to do that as well. Now, the first 2 minutes rule, I always like to say it to students or other colleagues. The first 2 minutes rule is also very key. That is the first 2 minutes when you get into that room. Either you are facing a panel or you are speaking to just a single person. You have that window to impress. You have that window to catch the attention of the person that you are speaking to. If you fail to do that in the first window, she said something that she will just pick up her phone. Yeah, I've been in interviews with managing partners, C-suites, and once I know that they are not interested in the candidates, particularly my managing partner, when she picks up her phone and she starts saying, okay, forget it. I know that at the end of the day, that candidate is not getting hired because she had lost interest in that conversation. Now, again, the final question rule. I mentioned it earlier when I doing the scenario play. The final question is key. It might be anything. It might be, why should we hire you? It might be, do you have any question for us? It might be, what do you like to do in your free time? As long as it's the final question for you particularly, you have to answer it well. Because most times, that is what hiring managers remember when they are doing deliberations. The last but not the least is that when you are doing your interviews, I will encourage you to always use what I call the STAR method. STAR, S-T-A-R, which means you describe the situation, you describe the task which you were asked to do, you tell us what your action is specifically, not we, a lot of I. What your own particular action is specifically, and what was the end result of that action. I wish you all the best.
Greatest Babcock. Greatest Babcock. So I have just 3 minutes, and I want to have every one of your attention. Let me ask you a question. How many of you know anyone who graduated from current course you're studying that is currently practicing something just to survive away from what you studied in school? Let me see your hand. Did you hear my question? How many of you know anyone who studied what you are currently studying in school and currently they are not practicing it? Let me see your hand. Interesting. Now, let me share the data with you all. 33% employment in the country is informal. What this means is that there are 33% of people working without what's called monthly salary, a fixed monthly salary. And 80% of this number are self-employed. Then the rest of the percentage are those fighting for the same job you have CV for. Now look at the numbers of people in this hall and ask yourself, what makes you different from the person seated beside you that you will get the job and not the person? Do you think it's your first class? Let me hear yes or no. Do you think it's your first class? Or you think it's your second class? So if you know that, why are you not doing what every employer wants out there? There's something every one of you need to learn. Everybody says sales. Do you know what happened there with those that were interviewed here? Many of them could not sell themselves. The difference between the people who were standing here earlier and the speakers who were here is because when I asked, tell me about yourself, what they did was to sell themselves to the employer. And the next thing the employer is doing is, okay, this person fits to this particular role in this department or in this organization. Now, what I'm trying to help every one of you understand is, your certificate is good. It's good you're in school, but based on Nigerian reality, it's no longer enough. What else do you have in addition to your certificate? Now, the next question is, we do not have enough of time in school in order to be able to study or learn other things while we are studying in school. Many of you have up to 10K followers on TikTok. Is it easy to build one? You know how many hours you spent to make a video that goes viral. Now, the point I'm making here is, you need to learn how to sell yourself. Sales is important. You look at everything you've done. Story writing is very important. And these are some of the things you can learn online. The same data you're going to spend on YouTube, the same data you're going to spend on TikTok and every other social media, spend it on YouTube. I'm a product of YouTube. Let me give you a background introduction of myself. My name is Philip Babalola. I'm the CEO of UVES. UVES is a multi-million-dollar company, and I finished with third class in flying colors from Lagos State University. Our recent project is currently valued at 4.5 billion on the island. And I'm here standing in front of you, graduate. What got me to this position is not just academic. It's the fact I know what works out there in the world. One of the things I mentioned out here is confidence. Everybody say confidence. See, your confidence will get into the door before how intelligent you are. Somebody will open the door to you, will open the door for you, thinking you are the keynote speaker because of how you look. Why the keynote speaker is behind, and the security is asking them to show their identity. Everybody say confidence again. Now let me end with this. How many of you are familiar with artificial intelligence? If you're familiar with AI, let me see your hand. Now ask your neighbor, what are you doing with ChatGPT? Please don't wait for an answer, because you hear something like, how to tell my boyfriend is mad without saying he's mad. Or a guy Googling or using ChatGPT to say, how do I woo this lady in the most dynamic way? Now, AI will not necessarily take your job, but it's going to take a lot of people who do not collaborate with AI out of job. I was going to employ, for a particular role in my office, a marketing lead, and I was going to pay 1.2 million naira. I put it on LinkedIn, and it went viral. Then I got some people from the post, and one of them who came for the interview, after interviewing this person, I saw that what I can pay this person is 700, not 1.2. Then this guy went on and said, you know what, now I want 1.5. Then one night, I started with Claude, and I designed the marketing templates, everything, including video, carousel. When I mean video, Claude gave me how the editor is going to edit the video being shot, not just the script. That is from 0 to 2 seconds. this is what you should display. I create 50 videos, 50 carousels, 50 designs, flyers. And I did that for all of my products, for the brand equity, and as well one of our, the Jungle, one of our projects. And I asked myself, I no longer need a marketing lead. I need a tax manager. Somebody that will make sure the people on the team is going to get this done. Are you guys following me? Do you guys have something like German questions? Do you ask German questions in your exams? How many of you know what is called German questions? Good. I was speaking to someone, and we were studying practically how we're going to use German question. Studying the notes. And I said, what if you just upload these notes to Claude and ask Claude to ask you question in German question? And it was like, wow, this thing work. I said, now go and sell it as a course to 100 level students for 5,000. So there are a lot of things that will make you money out there. There are a lot of things the employer is looking for out there. But first of it is you need to be confident. You need to know how to use AI for everything you want to do. Thank you so much, everyone.
Very much for being here, and thank you very much for those brilliant submission. Thank you, everyone, for participating, especially our volunteers. We are happy to have you here and make sure that this program is a success. I want to believe that in one way or the other, you find it beneficial. We would love to hear your stories sometime soon and how this program has benefited you and your feedback. So shortly, I want to invite the AVP, Alumni Collectivity and Philanthropy, Dr. Dangana, for the recognition and presentation of awards to our guest speakers while we close the program. Thank you, sir. Please welcome him.
Good afternoon, Nova. Please don't open that exit until we say the last prayer. Thank you. I hope the security can hear me from wherever they are. So please remain seated. Listen, at the end of the prayer, you will exit through the other side and also can exit through here and exit through. So the three exits or the three entrances will be made open. So it will do you a lot of good to sit, or you will remain standing until we are done with what we are doing, okay? Thank you so very much. I want to thank our guest for today. In no order of priority, permit me to make welcome an award of recognition to Dr. Victory Oyakilome as a guest speaker for our event of today. Please, can you make her feel welcome? Thank you. I also welcome Dr. Philip Ayodeji Babalola. Please make him feel welcome. Join me to also make welcome Heavens Obule. And not the least, may I also welcome Olua Downsi Alaba. kept it, then we should.
Please, the job seekers, talent scouts, validators, please, can you come out for a photograph? Okay, so while we are waiting for them, please note that we have an academy here who is recruiting, I believe, the Trusted Graduate Academy, and they are outside, powered by Trusted Edge Consult. It's built for ambitious Babcock graduates who want world-class industry-ready skills without leaving Nigeria. So please visit them outside, and we also have other outfits outside that you should engage with and see how they can help your career growth. Please, job seekers, please, guest speakers, please wait. We are taking pictures. Guest speakers, please wait. Okay, so if you also want to learn about sales, we have a boot camp outside for you. Make sure that you take advantage of all those resources and institutions that are already outside for you. AG, if you are there, please come up. Dr. Osibi Banji, Mr. Christian, please join us for the photograph.
Hello everyone, please, there's no sign out. Just use the S